Good morning, everyday leaders. My name is Melanie Ake, and I'm coming to you from the Everyday Leaders 50 and 50 podcast studio here in Indianapolis. Today is Wednesday, October the 30th, and here we have learned 30 Proverbs this month as we were challenged by my mentor, John Maxwell, to study the book of Proverbs 31 days and see how it changes your life. And it is. So our group meets every morning from 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern, and we are learning through the Proverbs how to live our lives with success. And from the Leadership Bible, it teaches us a whole new perspective. And so today in Proverbs 30, it was really challenging. If you've ever read Proverbs 30, it comes at it with a flare of anger. And so most of these proverbs have been very encouraging and very supportive and how to build. And this one is the same way, but it's coming from a different voice. And so it's a different perspective. And so what's important about this? What's important about this is we may see things in our lives one way. We may be consistent, and it talks about our daily bread. So doing the things that are consistent with our own lives to build our disciplines, to build our beliefs. But when we have a different perspective, when something comes at us at a different angle, when things get out of order than they are typically in our lives, when we see something that doesn't just quite seem to fit into our life, this proverb gives us perspective. It encourages us to hold our tongue. It encourages us to have empathy. It encourages us to stay disciplined in our own order and to try to understand that the influences that we have in our life are going to be right and just. But we have to maintain that order in our own lives because it's difficult to change someone else, right? The best thing that we can do is to work on ourselves and to understand how that order relates to our own lives. And many times things get thrown at us that are not in order. Uh, Many things in our daily life. If you think about it, we say one door closes and another one opens. Well, that's a little bit out of order, right? We expect things to go a certain way. Or if we're disciplined in our actions, we believe that certain things will happen. If we're achievers, we have goals and we want to reach those goals. We want to achieve those goals. And so this proverb really speaks to us as going into our core beliefs, really understanding what you believe and how you interact with the world. You see, some things may not go your way, and that's okay. But have empathy to the fact that everyone is on their own journey. And so we have to meet people where they are. In doing so, you'll become more fulfilled in your life and you'll contain that order and that discipline and that achievement that you need. So I want to encourage you to think about those things today. There wasn't a highlight on this chapter, but it really stirred a lot of emotions in us as a group. And we thought about, the saying of stirring the pot. And so when you feel like things are a little out of whack and you just have to be heard, step back. And maybe it's not your job to stir the pot. Maybe it's your job to think through those things and step back. And as the Disney song, Let It Go, maybe that's what you need to do. And so coming to a place of devotion, coming to a place to communicate what you're going through with other people is sometimes a really great process to be able to just talk through those things and think, what's the real priority? If I do, if I'm feeling something that's out of order and I'm feeling out of control, is it best to take that action? Or is it best to just step and think into it for a while? Right? Many times as we reflect on things, it's better that we step back. It's better that we step back. So I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to think about those things as leaders, especially. And if you act on those things, what you'll get in return. right? If you act on those things that you feel at first, what happens? What are the results? Who might it affect? So I'm encouraging you and myself all through this process, right? To have more empathy and to have the ability to step into that and have that empathy. So I want to encourage you to think about those things today. And if you need a group that you'd like to connect to, you can join us here at theeverydayleaders.com. You can sign up, join us every morning from 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern. Tomorrow is our last day for the book of Proverbs. So we'll be studying Proverbs 31 tomorrow on October 31st. The next month, we're going to continue this with Corinthians. So we've decided as a group that that's going to be our focus. And then we're going to go into Luke for December. So if you'd like to join us, you're welcome to do that. You can sign up at everydayleaders.com and click on the link where it says Join Mel's Monthly Mastermind Devotional. We would love to have you. Continue to be everyday leaders in your life and learn to lead your life with success. Thank you for joining. Have a great day, and I'll see you here tomorrow.